everybody is feeling good. It's been a bit of a, like, for me, it's been a bit of a like, whoo, first day of the week. Yeah, quite kind of emotional, but I am feeling good. Betty's having a dance, yes. Hello, hello. Oh, thank you so much for getting on, guys. I'm just going to get a quick drink because my mouth's just gone dry. Okay, so for today's live at 5, drum roll. So we're going to speak about increasing your NEAT. Okay, and what this is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. I hope I said that right. We're not just going to speak about that. We're also going to speak about, where are my notes? Hang on. We're also going to speak about tips for staying on track as well. So it could be on track with whatever. It doesn't have to be exercise. It doesn't have to be related to that, but it is going to be kind of related to that, but you can take it into anything. So I hope everyone's well, and I hope everybody is starting to feel a little bit more active than last lockdown. If you're in lockdown, if you're working, you know what, guys, you are doing a great job, and you can also increase your NEAT while at work if you wanted to. So what your NEAT is non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So it's the amount of exercise, it's the amount of energy that is used during unstructured activity. So it's not your planned exercise like your dumbbell curls or, you know, your squats or whatever you might be doing, your cardio. It's actually all the stuff that your body does without you kind of realizing, and all the kind of the nuts and crannies, the exercise and activity that you do without you really knowing. So you can actually up this and be more conscious about upping it. So for example, it might be such as walking, fidgeting, dancing, just out of the blue. It might be climbing the stairs, cleaning, stuff like that. So if you're kind of like, if you're looking to up your NEAT, what you might do is, if you're going to the fridge to get the milk out and coming back to your mug, this is something I did today. You know, you're doing that journey. Why don't just do it twice, you know, just for the sake of it? Why not? Or it could be that you're going up the stairs and, you know, you kind of like, you make the effort to go up those stairs. You know, you bounce up the stairs rather than just slogging yourself up the stairs. Or it might be that you notice that something's on the floor, rather than walking by it, you pick it up. You might do an extra little squat while you're down there. So I do think it's kind of like easy to be able to notice what you can intentionally do more of. And these are just, you know, while you're sat down, if you've been sat for a while, you could set a timer. Squat whilst you wait for the kettle, exactly. Or doing your teeth and just doing like some little donkey kicks behind. That's what I do sometimes. So you might be sat for quite a long time, and you could set a timer. I know the Apple Watch does actually say you've been sat on your ass a little bit too long, it's time to stand, which is quite ideal. But if you don't have that, you could set a timer for like, you know, 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I want to get up and move around. So you sit down for 20 minutes while you're reading or you're watching the TV, then you make an effort to, in 20 minutes time, get up and do something, whether it's just like walking around your coffee table or popping into the kitchen to go and get another drink, whatever it might be. So daily steps, I think they're actually kind of like, they're underrated, because you know, a lot of people are looking now to up their daily steps, and I think it's amazing because walking is so underrated when it comes to fat loss. And I've kind of thought to myself, how is it like my body changing? And I actually thought, well, I'm doing a hell of a lot of walking that I didn't used to. Now, again, for those that are working, absolutely incredible, guys. I literally salute you. But those that don't have much else to do, walking is the only thing right now for a lot of people. Not only are you getting outdoors, I go on about this all the time, you know, get outdoors, get that fresh air, but it's significantly does help towards your goals. So if you really increase those daily steps, then you're probably going to make an impact on your goals without you even realizing. So you might have a daily step of 10,000, which is pretty kind of like average. If you are warming into that, it could be 8,000 to start with, and you're like, yeah, cracking on with my 8,000, I'm doing it every day and I'm really enjoying it. Then up it a little bit more, then up it a little bit more, and you'll probably find this will make an impact on your goals and go towards any maintenance of goals and any weight loss as well. So tips for staying on track, because I know I needed some of these as well, and I think it's kind of hard. Like, you get into the zone, you have a routine, and then you could fall off the bandwagon, and it's so easy and so easily done. So number one, plan your goals. Don't just say it. Like, first you say, right, I want to achieve X, Y, and Z. Then you write it down, because that is really affirming it. You want to affirm that that is going to happen in your life, and be specific. I hope I said that right. Because you don't just want to be stronger. Like, you don't just say, I want to be strong, or I want to lose weight. You want to say, I want to achieve 10 pull-ups by September. That makes you feel stronger, so that's what you want to do. You've got to be specific. It could be you want to achieve full range of motion in the squat position, or it could be that you want to achieve to fit in your size 10 jeans by your birthday, and you're putting a date on that goal. So you have affirmed it by saying it, you've affirmed it by writing it down. You can even affirm it by telling other people as well, because don't just hide it to yourself. Make sure that everybody else knows what you're going towards. And whether it's an exercise goal or any goal out there, you want to affirm it. And then once you've written it down, create a network of people. So this is where you can share that goal with other people. You can say, look guys, I'm looking for support here, whether it's either accountability, so you're doing it with somebody else, or it could be that you just have people in your corner. You've got your cheerleaders behind you and they are really supporting you. No negative Nellies here. You want supportive people, so that when you do feel a little bit like, oh, I'm not quite doing it, I'm not quite achieving what I want, you've got those cheerleaders behind you, your friends, your family that are back in your corner and backing you right up, saying yes, they believe you, yes, you can do it. So make sure you create a supportive network. That is number 2. So number 3, for tips for staying on track, okay? Schedule it in, because they say if it's not in the diary, it ain't happening, okay? Make sure once you've decided on what you want to achieve, that you write it in your diary, because if it's not in there and you've not scheduled the time to do something, whether again it be exercise, whether it be to tidy your room, whether it be to do your taxes, whether it be to read and finish this book, these are all things that are on my list and I need to schedule in, because if it isn't in the diary, it ain't happening. And then make time and create a deadline. I am a person that works best to deadlines. If I don't have a deadline, I'm like, nah, we'll just do it someday. We're not talking about someday, we're talking about today, and we're getting our arses in gear. Number 4 is create a reward system. So if you want or feel that you work better by having something good at the end of your goal, so let's say, because everybody loves a bit of a treat and everyone loves to treat themselves. So let's say you achieve something. You can say, yeah, well, now I've achieved that, I can order that dress that I really wanted. Or now that I've achieved that, I can do X, Y, and Z. Until you've done it, you can't have it. And some people really work well with that, because it then gears them on to keep going until they've done it. The last one for tips on being staying on track is be flexible, because let's face it, life doesn't always go to plan. So you may just need to have a little bit of flexibility with your goals. And if you don't achieve it, even if you've really gone right out there and you've gone and done your all to get there and achieve it, then you know you've done all your best you can, but you can always plan and do it at another time. So you can take that goal, pop it back. I'm not just saying like keep pushing your goal back every time, but you can take that goal because life doesn't go to plan, and you can say, right, I'm going to now do it and achieve it for this date. Let's go for it. So I hope some nuggets have been taken. I've just heard the angels in my ears. That's the buzzing that you get. If anybody else has read about that, I must be doing something right because they're right there in my ears. So make sure that you go back and listen to this again if you need to, and just keep on going with those goals, okay? Whether it be exercise goals, whether it be something that you want to achieve while you've got this time, whether it be something for your job, your career, your business, whatever it might be, make sure you affirm it, write those goals down. You have a supportive network, that you write it in your diary and create time, because if it's not written in there, it ain't happening. You create a reward system if you need it, and just be flexible, because let's face it, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Thank you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to just pop a little bit of music on to